Picture this. A man walks into a newsroom and quickly becomes the face of a network, garnering millions of loyal viewers while stirring up controversy every show. Sounds like a Hollywood script, right? But no, we're talking about the one and only Tucker Carlson, who's now bidding adieu to Fox News after the Dominion voting scandal, despite record-breaking ratings. So gather round, folks, as we take a stroll down memory lane and revisit Tucker's roller coaster ride at Fox News. We'll delve into his swift rise to stardom, the numerous controversies that kept him in the limelight, and the multi-million-dollar lawsuit that ultimately led to his departure. Back in 2009, Tucker waltzed into Fox News as a contributor and found himself on various shows such as Red Eye with Greg Gutfield and Special Report with Brett Baer. Tucker wasn't shy about seizing the spotlight, even hosting a special in 2015 called Fighting for Our Children's Minds, which focused on the liberal indoctrination of children in public schools, which was essentially a rejected Harry Potter spin-off where Tucker Carlson teaches defense against the liberal arts. Carlson's climb continued as he co-hosted Fox and Friends Weekend, and in 2016 launched Tucker Carlson Tonight, quickly capturing 3.7 million eyeballs in its premiere episode. By June 2020, Tucker Carlson Tonight became the highest-rated cable news show in the US with 4 million viewers on average. That's a lot of Tucker fans. By October 2020, his show averaged 5.3 million viewers, breaking cable news records. Tucker became a star on Fox News. As we hit this watershed moment for Tucker's time at Fox News, let's look at some of his past controversies. It's hard to forget his charming statement about unregulated immigration making the US poorer and dirtier and more divided, which led to at least 20 advertisers boycotting his show. The boycotts didn't stop there, as in March 2019, Media Matters unearthed some old radio gold where Carlson likened women to dogs and defended statutory rape.
By the way, women hate you when they do you wrong and you put up with it.
Yes. Exactly.
Women, because they hate weakness. They're like dogs that way. Yep. They can smell it on you and they have contempt for it. They'll bite you. I mean, I love women, but they're extremely primitive. They're basic. They're not that hard to understand. You've been around, right? Could you do that?
Could I sleep with well, not a kid, but can I sleep with a woman?
Could you sleep with a 165-pound woman 28 times in 1 week? Are you physically capable of doing that, or do you take your hat off to this kid?
A true prince among men. In 2018, Carlson accused Playboy model Karen McDougal of extorting Donald Trump, leading to a lawsuit which was later dismissed. And who can forget his take on the storming of the US Capitol, where he flirted with false flag theories and suggested the protesters were right to believe the election was unfairly conducted. As a cherry on top, former Tucker Carlson Tonight senior producer Abby Grossberg sued Carlson and Fox News for allegedly forcing her to give misleading testimony in the Dominion defamation lawsuit. Scandalous indeed. Let's get into the Dominion voting lawsuit. Dominion sued Fox News for a cool $1.6 billion in March 2021, accusing the network and its anchors of knowingly spreading false conspiracy theories about the company's role in the 2020 presidential election. The lawsuit claimed these falsehoods damaged Dominion's reputation and caused significant financial harm. Suddenly, responsible reporting became the talk of the town, with potential consequences for media companies spreading false information. Fast forward to Fox News settling Dominion's defamation lawsuit for a whopping $787.5 million, and we were this close to a 6-week trial that would have been a who's who of conservative media. Imagine Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, and Rupert Murdoch himself testifying under oath. Court filings revealed that top Fox anchors and executives had repeatedly denounced the fraud claims involving the Dominion machines. Our dear friend Tucker even called the claims insane and absurd. Of course, hindsight is 2020, especially when there's a hefty settlement involved. Twitter has been abuzz with reactions to Tucker Carlson's departure from Fox News, with opinions ranging from celebration to despair. Let's start with Representative AOC, who called for Tucker and Fox to be punished, stating, "When you look at what Tucker Carlson and some of these other folks on Fox do, it is very, very clearly incitement of violence. Very clearly incitement of violence." On the other hand, user CatTurd2, one of my favorite usernames, seemed optimistic about Tucker's future, tweeting, "Tucker can start his own thing now and say exactly what he wants. He'll be 100 times more powerful." Another user, Matt Walsh, called it a disastrous moment for Fox News. There's no denying the impact Tucker had on Fox's viewership, as many expressed their disappointment and plans to cancel their subscriptions. One user wrote, "Tucker was the only show I watched on Fox News. He was the only reason I had Fox Nation, so I will be canceling that." Others highlighted Tucker's influence on the military with a tweet stating that every single military camp plays Fox News 24/7. Tucker not being a part of that lineup is huge. Meanwhile, environmental lawyer and activist Robert F. Kennedy Jr. praised Carlson's courage and lamented the power of Big Pharma over TV news content. Thanks to the Dominion lawsuit, we learned that Tucker secretly despised Trump. This would have likely created some problems for Fox News as they moved forward into the upcoming election season. But even still, eventually all these headliners need to move on. Fox News seems to have a knack for discovering talent, having given us the likes of Bill O'Reilly, Glenn Beck, and Megyn Kelly. In their past, whether you like these people or hate them, they certainly have built followings. But it's hard to say if this lineup created the most valuable time slot in American news, or if the most valuable time slot in American news created them. All these headliners still have a following, but one that pales in comparison to what they had when they were shining bright on Fox News. Glenn Beck started Blaze Media, which based on some Axios 2020 data, has 450,000 subscribers, paying them $102 per year, which, that's around $45 million a year, but there's some significant overhead there. Megyn Kelly originally got paid $69 million for 3 years by NBC News, but has since slid over to SiriusXM, and to her credit, is now all over our social media timelines. We recently learned she's really angry at Dylan Mulvaney for getting a deal to endorse sports bras for Nike.
Been taking some sort of a hormone that has turned Dylan into some, I don't know what's happening there, but those are not breasts. And Dylan doesn't need any sort of a bra, never mind a sports bra. The three ladies on this program right now have 6 boobs between us, and we actually know what it's like to wear a bra, and no one.
Shocking she didn't last on NBC News, am I right? And then we got Bill O'Reilly, who's now hosting a YouTube show where he's doing impressions of Nancy Pelosi.
Next to her, and I go, "Madam Speaker, I'd love to get you on my television program." And she goes, "Oh, I'd love to do it."
As for Tucky, the world is now his oyster. Today, Tucker just might be the sizzling hot ticket for a smaller platform like Spotify, Roku, or Rumble who wants to get bigger. Sure, Apple Plus has Jon Stewart and HBO's got John Oliver and Bill Maher, but for those platforms, they seem to have a penchant for the left side of the political aisle. Spotify might make sense. After all, they did take on Joe Rogan, but for the most part, when it comes to big tech, the idea of any of the big players paying a right-wing pundit just seems unlikely. Enter Twitter stage right. Tucker and Elon seem to be chummy lately, and the platform's been flirting with the idea of taking a serious run at video content. Elon says with the ideas in his head, content creators will make more on Twitter than they do on YouTube by simply enabling content creators to prosper without applying censorship. Tucker is exactly the kind of guy that would meet this brave new media world Elon speaks of. Now, I don't know if Twitter can move fast enough. Tucker's audience is chomping at the bit to pay him, and I'm sure offers are coming in fast. Whether it's Apple Plus, Spotify, Rumble, Twitter, Substack, or OnlyFans, the only question is who will win the bow tie sweepstakes. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You've probably been noticing our content's been changing lately. We're actually running 2 channels now. We got the Deep Dive channel and the SmallCapSteve channel. So if you're enjoying our content, please subscribe to both of those and let us know what you think. Where's Tucker going to end up? All right, everybody, I love you all.
So our cameraman, I think Tom Fox is in your house right now.
He is. Dude, stop. Testicle tanning. Come on. I mean,
yeah.
I haven't heard anything that good in a long time.
Open your mind, Bobby.
I'm starting a punk rock band, and it's called Testicle Tanning. That's the end of it.
I think you'll be massively successful, but I mean...